Hi Sonoma County. So my final meeting really focused on sustainability here in Copenhagen was with an organization called State of Green. And what the State of Green is, it's really a public-private partnership. So it's 50% funded by government and 50% funded by corporations and local NGOs to really help continue to sort of push and promote Copenhagen as a green city. So by to really communicate all of the green initiatives that they have going on here. And so it sounds kind of similar to some of the initiatives we have in Sonoma County in terms of our push to as Sonoma County to be a sustainable community and a sustainable county. And so it's interesting, and we had a great presentation there. And as a goal, they have a target by 2050 to have 100% renewable energy in the energy and transport sectors. Sorry, I'm reading this, but a 50% reduction target of energy in all of their existing buildings, and that they're going to phase out coal by 2030. So some ambitious, really environmental goals and energy goals here in Copenhagen. And what I thought was interesting is that they have this whole organization that also is supported by the Crown Prince here in Denmark as a spokesperson, ambassador for sustainability and their green sort of city and initiatives here, focused on really educating their government and other governments on these sustainability initiatives and efforts, and that's really the key, is that they don't want organizations, corporations spending money on initiatives to be more efficient and renewable energy and water conservation if the government's not going to support it from a regulatory standpoint. So that was an interesting conversation to have and dialogue to hear kind of what a priority that is, and that both the private and public sectors are supporting that communication and that education. So the presentation ended with sort of a focus on what they thought were the 6 dimensions to having a smart, livable city, and I thought they were important for us to think about as we move forward, not just from a sustainable Sonoma County, grape growing and agriculture front, but from a Sonoma County as our community as a whole. And so here's what they are. They said, you need to have a smart economy, so you need to be able to drive innovation, entrepreneurship, because that's how you really create sort of change over the long run, is having people think about what's next and how to do things in a new way. Smart mobility, so that looked at how do you sort of move people around in a way that encourages lowering your carbon footprint and reducing your use and reliance on gas. So here, I'm in the biking capital of probably the world. Everyone is on a bike, and let me tell you, look out, because you can get trampled, as I almost did a couple times today while I was out walking. But huge biking city. The other thing is to have a smart environment. So how do you really centralize in your urban planning the idea and the impact on the environment? So as they look to sort of expand and grow and build their city, are they considering all the environmental sort of needs and impact? They also talked about smart people, so having diversity in who lives here. So defined as socioeconomic and careers and race, and looking at all those things. So in order to have a smart community, you need to have a lot of diversity to really generate that. I talked about smart living, so having quality of housing and health and safety in the community. And finally, smart governance, so really a government that is transparent and allows public participation. So I thought those 6 dimensions would be interesting for us to sort of think about as Sonoma County, and even how grape growing agriculture fits into that in the long term. So fantastic meeting with the State of Green. They have a great website that I'll make sure we get posted on our website if people want to learn more. But an interesting format, and really a whole organization focused on education and communication around the world about what Copenhagen and Denmark is doing from a green initiative. So hope you're all doing well back home. I'm off tonight. It's called Culture Night. So it's the big night where everything is open, from all of sort of the city government buildings to churches, music around, and a food scene. So I'll be out probably late into the night exploring what is really defines a city, which is culture. So I'm excited for that. I hope you're all doing well back home, and I will talk to you soon.